The hotel keycard trembled in my hand, its cheap plastic edge biting into my palm as the clerk's words echoed like a gunshot in my skull. "Room 412, sir. Enjoy your stay." My stomach lurched. Room 412 wasn't ours. Ours was 614, where Lena had kissed me goodbye that morning, her lips soft but fleeting, her suitcase already packed for her business trip to Chicago. I'd driven her to the airport myself, her smile bright as she promised to call after her presentation. But here I was, standing in the dim lobby of the Grand Meridian, 30 miles from home, holding a key to a room she never mentioned. The clerk, a wiry man with tired eyes, slid another key across the counter to a woman beside me, oblivious to the earthquake splitting my chest. My pulse thudded in my ears, drowning out the hum of the lobby's air conditioning, the clink of wine glasses from the bar. Lena's voice from last night replayed. "It's just 2 days, Mark. I'll be back before you miss me." Her laugh had been warm, hadn't it? Or was it strained? I couldn't tell anymore. The keycard burned hotter in my grip. I'd only come here because of the text. A random notification from her calendar app, synced to mine by accident months ago, had pinged my phone at lunch. Meeting, Grand Meridian, 8 p.m. No other details. My first thought was a glitch, a leftover from some old event. Lena was in Chicago after all. But curiosity gnawed at me, a quiet itch that grew into a clawing dread as I drove to the hotel, telling myself I was being paranoid. Now, standing here, I felt like a fool clutching proof I didn't want. The elevator ride to the 4th floor was suffocating. The mirrored walls threw back my reflection. A man in his 30s, unshaven, eyes hollow with doubt. I wanted to believe there was an explanation. Maybe she'd come back early. Maybe the client meeting was here, not Chicago. Maybe the clerk made a mistake. My thumb traced the raised numbers on the keycard, each possibility fraying like a rope under too much weight. The hallway smelled of carpet cleaner and stale coffee, the kind of place that tried too hard to feel luxurious. Room 412 was at the far end, its door identical to the others, but it loomed like a guillotine. I stood frozen, the keycard hovering near the slot. My heart screamed to turn back, to drive home and pretend I'd never come here. But my hand moved before my brain could stop it. The lock clicked green. Inside, the room was dim, lit only by a single lamp on the nightstand. The bed was unmade. Sheets tangled like a storm had passed through. A familiar scent hit me, Lena's perfume, citrus and jasmine, sharp enough to cut. My knees buckled, but I caught myself on the doorframe. Then I saw it. Her navy blazer, the one she'd worn this morning, draped over a chair. Beside it, a man's tie, crimson and unfamiliar, coiled like a snake. "Mark." Her voice sliced through the silence, high and brittle. Lena stood in the bathroom doorway, wrapped in a hotel robe, her dark hair damp and clinging to her shoulders. Her eyes widened, not with guilt but with something worse. Panic, like a trapped animal. "What are you doing here?" I opened my mouth, but no words came. My gaze darted to the tie, then back to her. "Business trip?" I managed, my voice hoarse. "Chicago, right?" Her lips parted, but no sound followed. She clutched the robe tighter, her knuckles whitening. The silence stretched, thick with unspoken truths. Then, from behind her, a man emerged, tall, broad-shouldered, his shirt half unbuttoned. "Everything okay, babe?" he said, his voice casual, oblivious. "Babe." The word landed like a punch. My vision blurred, not with tears but with rage, hot and blinding. "Who the hell are you?" I spat, stepping forward. Lena flinched, raising a hand as if to stop me. "Mark, please," she said, her voice trembling now. "This isn't what you think." "Then what is it?" I shouted, louder than I meant. The man froze, his eyes darting between us, finally registering the danger. "You're in Chicago for work, Lena. That's what you told me. So why are you here half-dressed with him?" She took a step toward me, her hands outstretched, pleading. "I didn't mean for this to happen. It was a mistake, Mark. I swear, I was going to tell you." "When?" I cut her off, my voice cracking. "After you got back? After you lied to my face again?" My chest heaved, each breath a struggle against the weight of betrayal. I wanted to hate her, to scream until my lungs gave out, but all I could see was the woman I'd loved for 6 years. The one who'd laughed at my terrible cooking, who'd held my hand when my father died. How could she be this stranger? The man, still nameless, still irrelevant, muttered something about leaving and grabbed his jacket. Lena didn't stop him. The door clicked shut behind him, and the room felt smaller, the air heavier. She sank onto the bed, her face buried in her hands. "I'm so sorry," she whispered, the words muffled. "I didn't want to hurt you." "Then why?" My voice was quieter now, raw with pain. "Why lie? Why him?" She looked up, her eyes red, tears streaking her cheeks. "It wasn't planned. It was escape. Work's been killing me, and you've been so distant lately, always working late, always distracted. I felt invisible." Her words stung, each one a needle piercing deeper. Distant? I'd been working overtime to save for a house for us. I wanted to yell that, to throw it in her face, but guilt crept in, cold and insidious. Had I missed something? Had I pushed her away without realizing? "So you chose him?" I said instead, my voice barely above a whisper. "No," she said quickly. "It wasn't about him. It was stupid, reckless. I thought I could just feel something again. I was wrong." I wanted to believe her. God, I wanted to. But the tie on the chair, her perfume in the air, the key card still in my hand, they were anchors dragging me under. "I trusted you," I said, my voice breaking. "I trusted us." She stood, reaching for me, but I stepped back. Her hand fell limp. "Mark, please. We can fix this. I love you." Love. The word felt hollow now, a ghost of what it used to mean. I looked at her, searching for the woman I'd known, but all I saw was the lie. My fingers tightened around the keycard, and then, without thinking, I tossed it onto the bed. It landed beside her, a small, final gesture. "I can't do this," I said, turning toward the door. My heart screamed to stay, to fight, but my feet carried me forward. As the door closed behind me, her sob echoed in the hallway, sharp and piercing, like a blade I'd carry forever. But the real cut came later, at home, when I found her wedding ring on the kitchen counter, left beside a note in her handwriting. "I'm sorry. I don't deserve you." And pinned beneath it, a photo of us from our first date, smiling, unaware of the cracks that would one day shatter everything.